If you ask anybody what they think about income opportunities and strategies for successfully building wealth, they all are going to say working hard, saving money, trying to get ahead. But somehow your bank account doesn't move as fast as your effort. Most people dream of passive income. They imagine earning while they sleep, money flowing in, financial freedom ticking closer every day. But here's what nobody tells you. Passive income isn't passive at all, at least not in the beginning. Today, I'll show how passive income works for you, exposing common misconceptions that can mislead you about its true potential, and clarifying what you can realistically achieve through various passive income sources with practical examples. Let's begin.
So, what comes to your mind when you hear passive income? Earning while you sleep, travel, or just relax at home? It's a tantalizing thought, waking up to find your bank account heavier without lifting a finger. But that's not correct. Let me help you to understand the true definition of passive income. Passive income is any money earned in a manner that does not require too much effort. However, it does not mean that you don't need to work at all. You should actively keep an eye on different income streams so that money will smoothly flow in your bank account. Building true passive income requires intense initial effort, planning, and constant optimization. Whether you're investing in rental properties, dividend-paying stocks, or digital products, it all starts with research, understanding the market, competition, and potential returns. Even after setup, there's ongoing work, maintaining, monitoring, and optimizing to keep your income stream profitable. Dropshipping is the perfect example here. It requires constant management. You're responsible for customer service, handling supplier issues, managing ads, and troubleshooting logistical problems. It's a business that demands active involvement, no matter how much automation is in place. Another common myth, that passive income is a get-rich-quick scheme. In truth, it's a slow and steady process. It can take months, even years, to establish meaningful returns. Consistency, patience, and reinvestment are key. YouTube stands out here. While it's true that some YouTubers make millions, it typically takes years of consistent effort to build an audience and monetize content effectively. The majority of YouTubers, especially those starting out, struggle to earn any meaningful income at all. And finally, passive income doesn't instantly replace your full-time job. Early on, it's a supplement, not a substitute. Market shifts, vacancies, and volatility make it unpredictable compared to a salary. Over time, though, with discipline and smart strategy, passive income can enhance financial freedom, reduce dependency on a job, and help you move closer to long-term wealth. Surprisingly, nowadays the internet sells success stories of people who claim they've unlocked the secret to passive income. But the truth? Every so-called passive income stream begins painfully active. There's no magic involved, just careful planning, hard work, and an upfront investment of time, money, and expertise. So the reality is much different than the picture promoted by influencers, marketers, and aspiring entrepreneurs, thinking it as a way to earn quick wealth with minimal effort.
Have you ever wondered where the term passive income actually came from? Most people think it's a modern concept born out of the internet era, but it actually started way back in 1986 when the IRS first coined the term. Back then, passive income wasn't about real estate, drop shipping, or digital products. It was a legal tax classification. Wealthy investors were using real estate and other investments to claim losses and reduce their taxable income, even though they weren't actively managing those assets. For example, a high-earning professional, say a lawyer, could invest in real estate, claim depreciation on their property, and offset that against their salary to pay less tax. This strategy became known as the passive loss loophole. The IRS eventually stepped in to close that loophole, but the term passive income stuck around. Over time, it evolved from a tax term into a dream, the dream of making money while you sleep. But as we've already seen, true passive income still requires effort, planning, and ongoing management, just like it did decades ago.
Someone is making $10,000 a month and you think, they're lucky, I'll never get there. But remember, those people were once you. They were broke, frustrated, and uncertain. The only difference? They didn't stop when no one was watching. They built systems instead of chasing trends. They learned one skill deeply instead of half learning 10. They focused on long-term consistency, not instant results. Success comes from doing the right thing repeatedly, even when it feels invisible. Let's understand it into 3 stages. Stage 1, active effort, zero return. You're learning skills, building habits, saving, or developing ideas, but nothing seems to work yet. It feels slow, frustrating, invisible. But it's the most important stage because this is where your base forms. Stage 2, consistent effort, small return. You start seeing progress. Maybe your side hustle earns a few dollars. Your YouTube channel crosses its first 1,000 views. Your investments start paying small dividends. This stage is tricky because the results are too small to feel worth it. But if you stay consistent here, everything changes. Stage 3, compounding systems. Now, your money works for you. Your content, your products, or your investments grow while you sleep. This is when it becomes truly passive. But here's the hard truth. Only 10% of people reach stage 3 because 90% quit at stage 1 and 2. Are you in the 10% group?
Exploring practical income strategies is essential for financial stability in a sustainable manner. Here, I'll provide insights into a few practical passive income opportunities, as well as strategies for success. The key is aligning your options with personal skills, resources, and life circumstances. 1. Dividend investing. Dividend investing is one of the most common forms of passive income. In this model, you buy stocks in companies that regularly pay out dividends, typically every quarter. Companies like Apple, Coca-Cola, and Nvidia distribute a portion of their profits to shareholders. The catch? Dividends are proportional to your investment. For example, a $10,000 investment yielding a 4% annual return would generate about $400 per year. To make substantial money from dividends, you need significant capital. That's how Warren Buffett has become a billionaire. While dividend income is truly passive in nature, it's not free. You pay for it with capital upfront. 2. Real estate. Real estate is often regarded as the best choice for passive income. Here, you buy a property, rent it out, and collect monthly rent payments. However, unless you hire a property manager, the reality of managing real estate is far from passive. Landlords must deal with tenants, repairs, taxes, insurance, and legal issues. 3. Royalties and licensing. Royalties and licensing income come from intellectual property, your ideas, creations, or inventions. This could include income from books, songs, patents, or digital products. For example, an author earns royalties every time their book is sold, while a musician earns royalties from their songs being played or streamed. While the potential for income from royalties is substantial, it's often tied to exposure and marketing. 4. Digital products and content. Digital products like online courses, ebooks, or digital artwork can generate passive income. However, there's a catch. Most digital products have a short lifespan, often only 24 to 28 days before sales begin to slow down. Without continued marketing efforts, the product's income potential fades quickly. While it's technically passive, the effort required to build a successful digital product and drive traffic to it can be significant. Constant content creation and marketing are needed to keep income flowing.
While passive income looks promising, it costs you a few hidden costs. Commonly, 1. Time. You'll need to invest time in building or managing income sources. 2. Capital. If you lack time, you'll need to invest money to acquire or develop assets. 3. Expertise. You can build passive income by automating processes or hiring professionals to manage the work for you. Rich people effortlessly earn money because they have already invested the necessary capital, time, or expertise to make it happen. What may look passive is actually the result of years of upfront work.
So, creating a successful passive income stream requires more than just a great idea. It involves calculated organization and continuous oversight. Here are a few tips for a successful passive income stream that will certainly work for you. 1. Focus on your ability. Think about what you're good at or what you love doing. If you use your talents wisely, you can earn money in a fun way. For example, if you love taking pictures, you can sell your photos online. If you're good with money or math, you can teach others about saving and investing through videos or online lessons. 2. Be patient and keep going. Making money without working all the time, called passive income, doesn't happen overnight. It takes time and effort in the beginning. You might need to learn new things, make mistakes, and improve your plans as you go. The key is to not give up. Set small goals, track your progress, and keep trying. Success comes to those who stay consistent. 3. Reinvest what you earn. When you start earning money, don't spend it all at once. Use a part of your earnings to make your business or idea grow even more. For example, if you earn from a YouTube channel, use some money to buy better equipment or learn new skills. Reinvesting helps you make more money in the future. It's like planting more seeds after your first tree starts giving fruits. 4. Let technology work for you. Today, there are many apps that can help you make money easily. Some apps can automatically save your money, invest in stocks, or even rent out things you don't use, like your bike or gadgets. These apps work for you in the background, helping you earn extra income without much effort.
Passive income is not the shortcut to riches. Rather, it's a way to maintain and grow wealth. If you're still at that red dot and not making a decent income, focusing on passive income is probably the least of your worries. First, you should prioritize your active income, managing your expenses wisely, and then focusing on building income-generating assets. For those already earning well, passive income becomes a powerful tool to preserve wealth, provide financial security, and help manage your burn rate, the amount of money you need to live each month. While the dream is real, the reality is far more complex. It needs building or acquiring assets that generate consistent cash flow. These assets demand time, capital, and expertise, something that the money-for-nothing mentality often ignores. So keep learning, keep building, and one day your graph will tell a different story. Because when you finally reach that passive income sign, you'll look back at today and realize this was the moment it all began.